What is going on, guys? This is your boy Jason Love coming at you with another video about non-CDL and CDL Hotshot. In this video, we are going to be talking about fuel cards. So if you want to learn about fuel cards, don't know what a fuel card is, or if you need a fuel card, stay tuned because this is what we're going over. Okay, guys and gals, thank you so much for being in this video. I know it's been a minute since I posted my last video. Been like a week and a half or so, but we're back with another one, boys. I actually recorded this video a little bit ago, but I didn't really like how it came out. So I want to do a re-recording and kind of go over a fuel card, what fuel card we use, the perks of it, what I like about it, what I might not like about it, so on and so forth. Now, if you guys don't know, when we first started doing Hotshot, we actually did not have a fuel card. We used a credit card. And we thought, yeah, we can just use a credit card, it has a high limit, no problem, it's never going to run out. But then we started realizing that our driver's having a lot of problems. Driver's having a lot of problems because he'd have to go inside every time he tried to buy fuel. So either the pumps wouldn't take the credit card because they only do fuel cards. You have to go inside, say, buy the fuel. It's like a big hassle for him, and it was becoming pretty dumb. And then we realized it was starting to become a good amount of money. Obviously, we were paying it off quick, but still, the interest on it was like 29%. I mean, it's a credit card, right? 24% or whatever, it's crazy. And then we realized, if we have the right fuel card, we can, get a good amount taken off the top, right? So I talked to you guys. A lot of people said, oh, go try TCS. TCS is pretty good. Go there. So I was like, okay, cool. So I signed up with TCS, super easy process. They sent out the fuel cards. And TCS, they have a really nice website and they have a really nice user interface. That's one thing I liked about them. It was really easy for me to be able to see how much each card was spending so that I could with the lease-ons, I could charge them back, the fuel and everything. So that was super, super easy, easy to use. The one thing I did not like about TCS, or a couple things I didn't like about it, was it wasn't a credit line. So I actually had to I had to send money to them to put on the card. They had different ways to do it. A couple of them were a little bit harder to do it, and it only worked with certain banks. The way that I ended up doing it was Western Union. Easiest for me, I had to go through Western Union, but the problem was Western Union would charge me $7.50, and then TCS would charge me $10. Now, I did not like the TCS charge. I don't think it's necessary, guys, if you're watching this TCS, because if Western Union is charging me, I'm pretty sure you guys don't get charged for receiving money. I mean, this is basic, just like basicness. So, I don't know if you pay a fee, but I don't think we should be charged that. That's just what I'm saying. But anyway, so I would pay basically $17 anytime I wanted to send money, and I would probably end up sending about $2,000 per week to put on the cards. But if I forgot, or if I wasn't watching the card, my guys would go to the pump, they'd be, hey, there's no money on the fuel card, then I'd have to send the money, they'd have to wait, it was becoming a hassle, especially with us having more trucks, then I'm constantly sending money, and constantly getting the fees and everything, and we don't have enough money in the bank account to be saying, okay, let's prepay $10,000, I don't have that, right? So that was pretty annoying. Another thing I did not like about TCS, is the market, or the places that they use, right? So they were Petro and TA. Now, I didn't really think about it, but then after about a month and a half of using it, a lot of the drivers were saying, yeah, they're sending us to the trashiest places ever. A lot of the places we couldn't even get into, and they were giving really good discounts though. They do give really good discounts, but they send you to really, really crappy truck stops, really crappy places. I mean, obviously every now and then you'll get a nice TA, you'll get a nice Petro along the way, but we ended up going to a lot of crappy stuff. And as you guys know, we are running more California, Utah, Washington, this area over here. We stay in a little bit more, but still my drivers were struggling because they weren't finding the fuel stops they needed when they needed them. It was just a big hassle for them. So then I was like, okay, we need to change fuel cards. So actually I get a call from a guy who works for RTS. We talk over the fuel card. I say, yeah, man, sounds great. Let's do it. Right? So about a month ago, we did switch to RTS. Cool thing about RTS is they do credit line. I think my credit line's $5,000 per week. So I don't have to send any money in. They just take out the money every Friday out of my bank account for the money that I owe. They send me the invoices every day. One thing I don't like about RTS as of now is the user interface is not even close to as good as TCS. TCS was super easy to use. RTS looks like it's pretty outdated. That's something I've seen. So on my end, obviously the truck drivers don't see that, and they have a really nice app that the truck drivers can use to find places to fuel up and stuff. But more of like the side where I'm on, that I need to tell who spent what where. It's a little outdated for me. It makes it a little more harder. Like TCS is really chill. But RTS does use, I think they're Flying J and Pilot, if I'm not wrong. I think it's Flying J and Pilot. So they use, I mean, obviously you can find a Flying J and Pilot basically anywhere. I've seen that the discounts on RTS aren't as good as TCS, but I feel like they use a lot more fuel stations and truck stops. And yeah, it's working really well for us. Another thing I like is if you end up using a truck stop or a gas station, whatever, that's out of their network is the word I've been looking for. They only charge you 50 cents, but TCS would actually charge you $3. And so that was kind of annoying too, because it's like, well, I'm getting charged more for using your fuel card, and I mean, obviously I kind of understand it, I guess, but no, RTS has been giving us probably about 20 cents off per gallon, I'd say, and it's working really well for us. And I think Ray's been spending roughly $1,000 a week in fuel. Fuel's been expensive, guys. You guys know that, but we're still able to cut a profit. But yeah, guys, we are using RTS right now. Would I go with RTS? I think it's a good go. I think it'll be an easy way for you to get a line of credit. They didn't really check too far. They didn't have to look into statements. They didn't ask me for how much money we were making a month. Nothing. They just asked how many trucks. I said, cool, here's your cards. Here's how you activate them. You're good to go, right? So for a new company that's starting out and you need a fuel card, RTS is probably the way to go. TCS is pretty good as well. I'm not going to diss on them, just some stuff that I didn't like about them. But right now we're using RTS, and I think RTS is probably the way to go in the future for us. And I like them as of now. So yeah, guys, that's the fuel card we're using. It's working really well for us. If you guys have any more questions about that, leave a comment below. Like the video, guys. If we can get to 100 likes, that'd be awesome. I hope you guys are doing great, guys. I hope you're building your businesses. You're doing what I'm saying. You're doing as good as you thought you were. At least, you're killing it. If you guys didn't see on Instagram, Topickly gave me a shout out. So here we are, boys. He actually, I guess one of his trucks parked next to Ray. I don't think it was Topickly that parked next to Ray, but one of his trucks did. They took a picture, which is super awesome. But I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk later. Hey guys, do not click off yet. I want to give a huge shout out to a couple of my supporters, the sponsors for my next fight. We have Ryrick Transportation and Via Rail Transport LLC. Both of them are super, super awesome companies. Both of them do Hotshot. I know Ryrick Transportation does hazmat, and they transport all kinds of stuff. They're actually out of Joplin, Missouri, or close to that area where I'm from. They're super, super awesome. And then Via Rail Transport is actually Carlos. Carlos, super awesome guy. He's out of Wisconsin. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring me. If you guys don't know, I am fighting June 19th, 2021 in Neosho, Missouri. I still have spots open for sponsorship. I have the ability for you guys to get shouted out in my video, to get on my fight shirt, to get on my Facebook page, and all that good stuff. So if you want to sponsor, I am doing just name sponsorships for $10. So if you want to put your name on my shirt, $10, we can throw it on there for you. If you want your business to be sponsored, I do have different packages. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great day.